Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown running on PC. Now, we just had our major update, or major patch, first major revision. So there's lots of little bug fixes, some performance improvements, tons of stuff in the release notes. Okay, we have what, firm battle? Firm challenges? Where the hell are those? Oh, I don't think we've never been here. Has this place even ever shown up? I don't think so. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Yeah, hopefully they've improved the performance on the off-road areas. It seems like that's where it was suffering the most.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Continue straight ahead.
I mean, so far this looks all good. .243 is only good for 2 stars, huh? What kind of weird-ass speed do we have to... do we have to reach to get 3 stars? Oh. Is there a car around here?
In 400 meters, turn left.
Pretty weird location to have a car.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. Continue straight ahead.
I can't believe how well the effects are done. I mean, the light bit of fog, it's not overdone, which, you know, a lot of other racing games kind of overdo their effects. I don't know if it's for dramatic effect or because like it's an artistic choice or whatever, but these are very realistic effects.
In 1 kilometer, turn left.
You know, if it wasn't for some aliasing, I mean, you could easily convince folks
In 400 meters, turn
that these
left.
were
Turn
that this was like real-time footage. I mean, you know, they can take like a closer look and notice that it was very gamey after a while, but
turn left.
man, your first look, you might take a double take. Especially if you have, you know, an even more capable video card than I have. Like, you know, if you had a 16 or 24 gig
400 meters.
video card, you know, you can crank up the resolution. You know, I have to stick to 1080p because this game is so demanding.
In 200
But I was able to turn on all the effects, you know, at 1080p, so that was kind of nice.
turn right.
I think it's a pretty good sacrifice. If I can, you know, turn on absolutely everything, even though I had to lose,
You have arrived.
the resolution. Okay, what is in here? Pearls of Asia, huh? I'm sure it's something I can't afford. I've only got 199k. Basically chump change if you want to buy a car. The Rare Super Sport. Oh yeah, this is all stuff I mean, all these sports cars I definitely cannot afford. The Nissan GTR R35 2009. Nissan 370Z 2011. Oh, I can actually afford that. That's funny. Rear-wheel drive, though. I'd rather not. Rare Super Sport. Four-wheel drive, but that's 859k, or 860k, really. I haven't been running into these at the shops. I should probably do that. Rear-wheel drive. Yeah, we can't afford any of these vehicles. That's a bit rich for our blood, at least at this point. Earning money is actually kind of hard in the game. Okay, where was this race I was trying to go to? Alright, let's warp to this dealership, and then we can go to the race. See if we can get that first place for 1500, huh?
The streets were given a perfect demonstration of what it is to be a shark.
Ooh,
Well
barely.
done.
Oh, actually, is there a garage around here? Maybe I have enough money to do some upgrades.
Turn right. Then turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. Continue straight ahead. 800 meters. Turn left.
Whoa,
400
whoa, I
meters.
just clipped him.
Turn left.
The file claim on that one.
In 200 meters. Turn left. Turn left. You have arrived.
Pork foulam. Pork foo, huh? Dumping even more money into the Beamer. As if it wasn't already an expensive enough car. Yeah, I have two Audis. Can I sell one of these Audis? There's no point in me having two. Yeah, I don't know if you can sell cars in this game. You know, one of the car hoarders, you know, don't believe in selling anything.
Continue straight ahead. In 1 kilometer. Turn left.
Ugh, wrong pipe.
Continue straight ahead. In 1 kilometer, turn left.
Yeah, I've been
800 meters.
monitoring my
turn left.
snoring levels. It's actually been concerning me recently,
In 400
and
meters,
let me tell you,
turn left.
I
Turn
wouldn't really be able to invite anybody over for a night. I have snoring that is off the charts. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to try a couple of nose strips and see if that helps.
You have arrived.
But yeah, I really had no idea how bad it was until I started recording them. And I was like, oh boy. I must do something about this. I think I may have to have some nose surgery at some point in time. Start opening up the passageways, but it's not a health risk or anything. It's just incredibly annoying. Oh, haven't I ever done this race? Oh, do I have cars that can... No, this is John Cooper Works GP and the TTRS Coup. Oh, hi, Dylan. I don't have a car for this race. That's kind of a shame.
Make a U-turn.
I don't even know if I can buy those cars yet.
In 800 meters, turn left.
They don't sound familiar.
In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. Then, turn left. Alright.
Oh, my Beamer's ineligible. Oh, I have to use the Nissan. Oh man. And I have to downgrade the PR. So many restrictions. This is not even like a beginner's race. It's a difficult race. The cars are all expert drivers. But then they want you to use this crappy vehicle. Or a lower class vehicle. I mean, I'm sure this thing is fine, for going to work. Yeah, I saw that there were like a giant bunch of patch notes. So hopefully that stabilizes all the servers. So far I can't tell how the patch has affected the game. I mean, at this point in time, in the races that I've been to, it seems like things are the same. I know they said they had some performance improvements, just like a bunch of stuff that people were complaining about. So hopefully that puts the game in a better state, so that new players join in, with a better experience. I saw in their future plans that they were also looking into what they do for their offline and single-player content, which to me is the most interesting. Because eventually these online games will stop becoming online. So far, it's the same for me. But maybe we should try one of those off-road races. It seemed to be where the frame rate was really tanking a lot. Not so much in this part of the game world. The server issues are worse. Oh, okay. That sucks. I haven't run into any issues yet, but I just started playing, less than an hour ago. That's the thing about these open world games, I mean, there's just so many things that can go wrong. I'm sure it's a nightmare to try to figure out how to patch everything. I mean, the most important fixes are always the game-breaking bugs. Things that would prevent you from progressing or deleting your save or things like that. But the server issues are definitely a problem. I mean, they've been a problem since the game came out. And while I haven't run into that many server issues outside of when they're, the servers are actually down, I do know that's a problem for a lot of people playing the game. Yeah, I've been playing this game almost every day, and you can see when I do have issues. That's the thing about broadcasting your gameplay is that there's no hiding the state of the game, right? Sometimes you get somebody who reviews a game or maybe talks about a game, but since they don't have like real-time gameplay, their memory may not be correct. Or they may pass over some things which would really bother you, but don't bother them, and you know what I mean. It's like having an actual record of what the game's actually running like and how it actually plays is a lot different than looking at a review or maybe somebody's maybe not so honest opinion on some things, right? My cat gets totally fascinated by my controller when we're playing a game, because I think it's because of the rumbling. And so she'll sit by my elbow, just to let me know that she's there. It's like, hey, what are you doing? So it's the same thing I do every night. Or actually, I have these King Kong 3 controllers that they also light up a bit. I mean, you don't notice it when you're playing, of course. I mean, you can't even see the light when you're playing. Who's looking at their hands and whether or not the controller is glowing when they're in the middle of a game. But I think that also intrigues her too. PvP doesn't work. See, that sucks because some of the PvP is required for the game. Like, you can't get away from PvP in the game. I mean, is the maintenance still technically going on? That might explain why the PvP is kind of funky. It's really too bad. Like, the game is good. Like, the base game is really good. But that's the problem. You know, again, it's like when you have a game that requires constant online, constant communication with the server, no alternatives. You know, it just makes it difficult to keep up with. Yeah, online racing's bugged. That really sucks. It's weird when it works really good. And then when it doesn't work, you know, of course, just nothing works, period. There's no in between. Yeah. I mean, though, I've only had to race against players, you know, real players twice now, and both of those times have been pretty fluid. But I know a lot of people want to play, like they specifically want to play PvP only. You know, they're not really interested in the, you know, the racing goals and stuff like that. But, you know, basically that means you have no game to play. Right, it's like trying to play Call of Duty single player. You can only play the campaign for so much, right? Got an infinite loading screen? Wow. You play a lot earlier today? Or just recently? Because I said, I've only been on for half an hour. And so far I haven't had any problems, but I'm also not playing PvP. Although I do notice that now the game doesn't remember my performance settings. So that's interesting. That wasn't a problem yesterday. You know, fix one thing, break another. Or in this case, you know, fix one thing, break 3 others, right? As long as you play solo, yeah. I think that sucks for most people. I think most people want to play this game online, though. It's weird that they would not test that more thoroughly. Maybe it's not so weird. I mean, that's modern gaming, right? Game comes out, it's in a beta state for a year. Paid $70 to play to be a beta tester, or more. And in the case of Concord, like if the game doesn't do well at all, you basically spent money for nothing, right? Two was better. Yeah, I mean, 2 was released a long time ago. Like, the gaming industry was in a much different state back then. Somebody tried to make an argument that the first test drive online or the first test drive unlimited was better. And I'm just like, I don't know, that's a stretch. That was actually, I don't know if it was a more buggy game, but I remember that game being really buggy. I think Test Drive Online 2 was during the Take-Two era, right? I think they had more money back then. think with Nacon, I don't know. It seems like this is not as high budget of a game as the previous entries. I might be wrong on that, though. I'm not really sure. Not that I think you need, like, a ton of money to make a racing game. It's one of the easiest genres to make a game in, but an open world game is kind of a different story. Yeah, it seems like they were, like, more stable during the Atari years. Oh, son of a bitch. Actually, I remember like the first 3 months of Forza Horizon being kind of hellish too. That's where the matchmaking just was flat out broke. Like I remember getting like a ton of lag just from when I was trying to match my neighbor. I mean, we live on the same block, and we had like the worst online experience. But then I played somebody 2 states over, and that was fine. That was a long time ago. It was a different game, obviously. Much more money is spent on Forza. Yeah, Crew Motorfest also had a lot of problems too. I said all these open world online, open world racing games. I don't know what it is. You know, I think it's funny that now that the Crew Motorfest runs really well, they're going to take the servers offline. It's like everything's finally fixed, and it's not popular enough to keep online anymore. Honestly, I'm trying to think of a racing game recently that was open world that ran really well out of the box. I really can't think of anything. Not in the last 5 or 6 years. And it's kind of an unbelievable thing to say.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Well, you know, to be honest with you, I think it's okay the Crew 1 isn't available. I mean, the Crew 2 it is much better. Like, I can't imagine myself going back and playing Crew 1. Like, it sucks for longevity, and, you know, all the money that you spent on it, you know, basically is out the window.
Turn left.
And if you ever do want to go play it back, you know, play it again, then you just have no options. Again, modern gaming, you know,
Turn right.
everything has to have a live service attached to it.
Turn right.
Then when it's no good anymore, it just disappears forever.
Straight ahead.
Meanwhile, somehow Halo Infinite is still online. Ooh, this race is gonna suck. Wow, look at these turns. Hopefully I can use the Bentley.
You have arrived.
Oh, that was one of the speed traps? How am I supposed to go fast there? Wreck nearby. What? The Ferrari, it cost 20 mil. Oh, God. I mean, I could see getting that much money at some point, going towards the end game. But it would still take a long time. The way the game doles out money. What the hell is this? What the heck? Oh, it's just some radio tower. Like, there's not even a race that takes place here. It's amazing that they would bother putting this even in here.
Turn right.
I wonder if that's like a real world price. Like it really would cost you 20 million to buy that car. Seems like a pretty limited market, you know.
You have arrived.
My speed trap is 100 kilometers an hour. Okay, well, you know.
In 400 meters, turn left.
I mean, I wish I was in that club where $20 million for a car
200
would
meters,
just be something okay. I'd be okay with. Like, I wouldn't think about it.
turn left.
You know, meanwhile, I spent $8,000 on my truck. And I saved it quite a while for that.
400 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
But I was buying vehicles outright. You know, I didn't want to go through a 2-year payment plan, so. And I was looking for a very specific vehicle. Just something that had a traditional manual gearbox, which at the time they were getting less and less common. You know, most of the time shifters are put on the steering wheel now, and I wanted that old box feeling, you know.
You have arrived.
Miles per hour. Yeah, I mean, I'm more used to kilometers. You know, kind of the rest of the world sort of thing. Nothing wrong with miles per hour. It's just that it's not very well used, really, anywhere outside of outside of the States, and I think 1 or 2 other countries. The other countries escape my mind right now.
Continue straight ahead. In 1 kilometer, turn right.
Besides, you know, you seem like you're going. Feels like you're going much faster if you're measuring in kilometers per hour.
In 400 meters, turn right.
The number's just so much larger, you know.
Turn right. In 400 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn right.
Just like I measure my, you know, my height in centimeters.
Continue straight ahead.
570 centimeters. That's huge. It's like no, that's a short person.
In 800 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Play on PS5. Yeah. I've only recently
400 meters.
bought a gaming PC, so that's why I've been playing
In 200
most of my games on PC.
turn left.
But before I was playing mostly on the PS5 and the Switch.
Continue straight ahead.
Yeah. On the Xbox, on the rare occasion when there was something exclusive on that system. But since I've gotten, I bought my PC, I actually haven't even turned on my Xbox. And you know, the PlayStation still has some exclusive games, like Astro's on there, so I play it for Astro. Switch has a bunch of exclusives too. You know, and on the PC I can get away with much better settings and better performance. You had to deal with the PC style bugs though. So as buggy as the PS5 version is, I mean the PC version is going to be even buggier, right?
You have arrived.
Yeah, Astronaut's really good. I think it's something Sony can be proud of. And, you know, Sony doesn't really release that many games anymore. I think games take so long to make. But like in general, racing games are really good because of the PlayStation 5 controller. I mean, the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers really are awesome. It is something that I wish the PC would take advantage of more. A couple games here and there take advantage of the PlayStation 5 controller, but not very many. But for the racing experience, that helps a lot. into the forest. A damn land keeper, or a lawn keeper. Trimming the trees out here. I mean, when I went to play Gran Turismo 7 in VR, that's, I mean, there's no other experience like that. New Sonic. You know, I'm not so hot on Sonic. I mean, unless it's the 2D Sonic. 3D Sonic is just such a dice roll. Sometimes you get something, you know, pretty fun, and other times you fall through the floor. Fall through the ceiling. Warp into some bizarre area that you're not supposed to load into. So, like, I never buy Sonic on day one. I always wait for reviews to come out. Oh, that's based on the Sonic Generations, right? I mean, Sonic Generations ran really good on PC. You could get that thing running at like 300 frames per second. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've played a lot of that game. I don't know if I would jump into another game just because Shadow's in there. Like, I don't even think Shadow's a cool character. Which may be sacrilege if you're a Sonic fan. Yeah, 21K. Yeah, that's like the most you get in a race. My goodness. I mean, I still think I'd wait for a review on that one. I don't know what they'd add for the Sonic levels or for the Shadow levels that would make it worth it.
Continue straight ahead.
The game already ran really good. I said I mean, I don't know what else they could do with it.
In 1 kilometer, turn left.
Actually, I think that game in particular, back in those days, I had a 3D TV.
400 meters.
You know, you put on the passive glasses, and then you could watch like 3D movies. And I remember there being a mod for that game where you could mod that game to work with a 3D TV. Sonic Generations, that is.
200 meters. Take the first exit.
In fact, I think on the consoles that was one of the modes on maybe the 360. I can't remember, but that was pretty impressive.
In 400 meters, take the first exit. In 200 meters, take the first exit. Take the first exit. Turn left.
I think not so much on the on the PlayStation 3 for sure. I thought there was a 3D mode on the 360 version though, but like I said, it's been a while. I don't exactly remember if that was true. One more level, I get supercars. Oh, nice. Oh, is this race in the rain? Oh, that sucks. I do think that you unlock stuff too slowly in this game too. Like going through these tasks and unlocking levels to get like more races and more different types of cars. That does take a little long. I mean, yeah, it's the nature of an open world racing game. I totally get that. I just wish you would earn experience just a little faster. Because now I'm doing all sorts of goals which I normally wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't normally care about the speed traps and you know, finding hidden roadways and stuff like that. But you kind of have to in this game. In order to get enough money and experience for stuff. I guess it could be worse. It could be set up so that you have to, you know, spend real world money on everything. You know, they haven't hit the scumbag level of an open world game quite yet. Well, you never know. That might be plans in the future. Oh crap! What? Just like the computer, running into walls. Trimming the hedges out here. Okay, well, this race is kind of a wash, I think. I need to be a little bit more careful, and I need to change my my racing profile. I had totally forgotten that this was a very technical race. Look at that. Oh my god. I am just not on the road. Yeah. I don't think I've raced a lot in the rain with this car either. Yeah, I just gotta learn the track. It's like any racing game. The more familiar you are with the track, then the better you race. We'll do one more shot, and then we'll move on to another game. Recommend standard tires? Really? I think dynamic is okay for this. I just gotta watch the map. I have a hard time just like glancing at the map before when I'm racing. A lot of people are really good at that. I'm not one of those people. As soon as I like dart my eyes, look at the map, then I run into, I either run into another car or miss a corner. So I have to memorize a map by driving multiple times, versus being smart and looking at a map. I can't blame the car. The Bentley drives really good. Well, how I put, what if I put the cones in the middle of the ideal, like the ideal path? It's like, why are the cones there? The cones slow me down. And so that there is something about the way they did the rain effects, which just look really cool. Like, I love looking at the racing. I don't like driving in it so much. Yeah, maybe the streets of Hong Kong are just, extra beautiful in the rain. There we go. I just had to drive more cautiously by running into everything. Yeah, to me, if you're going to force a game to have servers online 24/7 when you're playing, then part of that should also be crossplay. I mean, there's no reason why these games can't be crossplay outside of the friendless thing, right? So the friendless thing wouldn't be able to be ported over. And Microsoft and Sony are real funky about sharing their player data. So like if I play on PC, so like you could probably share between the Xbox and the PC, but then Sony wouldn't want to share their data. Strangely enough, Nintendo is the one that shares probably the most. Like I think they have the most cross-play games. It's sad to think that Nintendo would be like the best partner as far as that's concerned.
200 meters, turn right.
But I say they could just do it like WB Games does, and you have like a WB ID, and then that's how you do all your matchmaking is through basically another ID matchmaking service. But that costs money, right? Have to spend some time and resources to develop that system. And then not everybody's going to like the idea of signing up for another service just to play a game. Wait, I can't use the GT here? I can't use the Bentley? Doesn't make any sense. The challenge was to race the Marina with a car in the GT category. And I can't use my GT? Yeah, Daily Driver Grand Tour. My GT is too good for the race. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Finishing the top 3 with a car from the Grand Tourer category. Yeah, well, I can't pick it. This game doesn't like my car. Why do I have 2 Audis? I can't believe I have 2 of them. 2 non-upgraded Audis. I really love the way the Mustang drives, but yeah, it can't win a race. Even after you completely upgraded the Mustang. It's just it's not winning anything. Okay, well, apparently I can't even do this goal. The Porsche. I'm gonna guess that's too expensive for what that's too expensive for me, I'm gonna guess. Or I may not have access to it yet. Well, let's see. What is it? What is it considered? A European car, I guess? Where would you buy it? It's not a German car. Not a classic car. Not a British performance car. It's not a Lamborghini, obviously. It is German? Is it the 911? The 911R? I don't have enough money for it. I am too broke for that car. In real life, too. Well, it'll be a while before I have the $3 million for that car.
In 200 meters.
The first one? Oh, the 1.2 million. Well, I'm, still a little short on that one. I'm gonna do a few more races before I have that kind of money. I was too busy buying, duplicate Audis, apparently.
Continue straight ahead.
I thought the servers were down when I bought those, when I tried to buy that Audi. And apparently the servers were not down, and it remembered that I tried to buy one. And now I have two. And I don't ever plan to erase them. I'm just going to sit in my inventory. OP? Well, that's okay. I guess I can drive the Meta car as soon as I get enough money.
Continue straight ahead.
It's not like I'm trying to play fair, right? I mean, you're trying to win races. It's not a game of chess, it's a racing game. Oh, okay, yeah. Woohoo! That is funny that occasionally it just deletes the traffic in front of you. It's like, oh, that's a little bit too dynamic, I think.
In 1 kilometer, turn right. In 800 meters, turn right.
Okay, we may have to call it. I think my cat needs attention.
In 800
Let's see if
meters,
she'll let me go through another race. Probably not.
In 400 meters, turn right. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived.
This is versus, so this is probably broken. Yeah, I think I've tried to race this a couple times now, and the matchmaking on this one is, it's either really bad or people don't want to race this one. In which case, we'll stop it there. This is meowmurai. You've been watching Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown running on PC. Well, as you heard, the patch fixes a couple things, fixes 300 things, but breaks PvP. I don't know if most people wanted that to be fixed to the point where it didn't work anymore. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. Thanks for stopping by, Dylan.